everybody and welcome to another session Pilates at home. Today is Wednesday and it's actually the first Wednesday of December. Now that December is joined with Christmas, whether we want it or no. Now somebody is celebrating it, somebody doesn't. However, I do think and I feel like this month can be kind of joined with stress and pressure that we put around ourselves because we're trying to create a perfect time, and we obviously trying to catch up on all those parties, on all those invites and all those maybe meetings we haven't done yet and we've been planning for God knows how many months. So we do tend to put ourselves kind of in a stress, I think, even though that maybe we are looking forward deep down for that time to be with our family, with our closest ones, and actually have a chance to slow down a little bit, because it all kind of exaggerates in this month, trying to get ready the perfect Christmas. Now I feel like we could use this month actually to start to understand exercising and workouts like a time for ourselves, because the first step in exercising, the very first time, the very first days, the early stages where we only starting with exercising, it can often feel like a punishment, like, oh, I ate too much so I've got to do the workout now. And obviously this approach is not that approach that's probably helpful that much. Exercising shouldn't be a punishment, it should be an enjoyment, it should be time that you're looking forward to, that should be the time that you have for yourselves, that nobody wants anything from you, that it is just you and that certain thing, only you fully focused, no one around, no one's looking at you, you don't have to pretend anything, you don't have to catch up on anything, there's no expectations, it is simply just you in that very moment. And I think that's actually perfect time in the December, just to forget all that pressure and all that stress that might be actually joined with Christmas and with all that preparation to it, and having that little time to slow down and forget it all and just focus on yourself and be with yourself with nothing else around. Now, saying that, I would like to obviously start with our deep breath, because that's another thing that is important, even though that this is not quite there, but it's just, let's say, introduction to it as well. The way we breathe is very important. So I would like you to start to be mindful of your breath, and that's why I'm doing these 3 deep breaths at the beginning. So let's just forget everything. Let's just not think about anything. Let's clear our heads from any worry, from any heaviness that we might be carrying. Let's just take those 3 deeper breaths, and I would like you, if you've been with me before and if you know, then I would like you to imagine with every single breath that you take in a fresh new energy through your fingers, inside your body, deep inside, into your stomach, down to your legs. And that new energy is actually absorbing everything that you don't want inside your body, and with every breath out you're releasing it. And nothing after those 3 breaths, what you don't want in your body, will stay. Only the fresh and new energy, only fresh and new you, ready to be for that next hour just with yourself, with nothing else around. So let's do those 3 deep breaths now. And out. Let go. Let go of everything. Release it. Let the arms be heavy. Now breath in. As you breathe in, imagine that white light, the energy, the power coming inside you, the power that has to absorb all the negativity from inside you and out. Releasing. See it leaving your body. Imagine the darkness, the heaviness leaving your body. And one more in. Absorb the white light, the power, the freshness, and anything what's left in your body you don't want to release out. And slowly roll up. Fantastic. Now I'm gonna play some music, as per always, whenever that works. And then we can start. Obviously, as usual, if you're with me, if you know, we're gonna start with some warm-up, little stretches, and just to get the body ready. You can obviously use that time to do your own. You don't necessarily have to follow exactly what I do, but you're more than welcome to do exactly what I'm doing. Okay, look from left to right. And make sure that you really push that head a little further than you normally would look. From side to side. So let's try to put our hands into it as well. Just to lean to the side as well with the whole upper body. Make sure that you're leaning only to the side. You're not leaning forward or back. Just to the side. Now head up and down. And again, let's try to take it a little further. And as you look up, you try to bend back a little bit and back down. You can protrude shoulders. Just to stretch the spine a little bit. Now we can do some spine twists. Just to rotate. Fantastic. Let's go to our shoulders. Nice and wide circles with shoulders. What can maybe help if you put your hands on your shoulders and you do wide circles with your elbow. Imagine actually drawing circle with your elbow as wide as you can. And then the other way around. Really imagine that there is a pencil at the end of your elbow and you try to draw as big circle as possible. Lovely. Now let's do our elbows itself. So circles in and out. And nice big wide circles with the whole arms. Again, both directions. Beautiful. And one arm up, one down. Push the hands as back as possible. Keep them nice and straight. Lovely. Now let's do wrist. Couple rolls. Again, both directions. Hips. Start with the small circles. Small, but take them as far as you can without actually trying to involve the upper body too much. Change direction. It's just the hips at the moment. Now we're gonna put our upper body into it. So you're gonna make nice and wide circles. You might need to put your legs a little further apart for this. Beautiful. Let's do our knees. And the other way. And if we go back to our hips, actually, we can do some hip openers. Always try to make sure you bring the knee as high as possible and keep it up high when you open it. You can obviously use your hand to pull it back, put closer to your body and hold it. Okay, so try to really open those hips and put that like as far back as possible. And now the other way around, from the outside back in. Hold on to something so you don't have to think about balance, and you don't have to worry about that. And the other hip, other side. And from the outside to inside. Fantastic. Let's do our ankles. Again, you can hold on to something. Imagine that your toes, again, are drawing a little circle. Change direction. And the other one. Crunchy. Lovely. We can do the ankles more together with our toes. So let's go up on our toes. It's good for our calves as well. And let's go on our heels. Little rocking movement. Up on toes. Heels. Just a couple more times before we start with our exercising. Lovely. Now this rocking movement actually makes me think that we could start with a little bit of ankle mobility. So I will first show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll into a squat. You will have to use a momentum more than likely for that. Now I will show you first what I mean by roll to the squat. Okay, so if you lie down on the back, and then we simply roll, bringing our knees and our thighs close to our chest, kind of like if you're trying to flip our legs over our head. But then we stop and we flip it back and we go into a squat. In this position I want you to stay. I want you to do anything else. Stay for a couple seconds and then we just roll back and back to the squat. Now, you will have to use the momentum to get into that squat. I would like you to try it first while I'm talking now and see if you can keep your legs close together and if you can actually stay on the whole foot without lifting your heels. More apart your legs will be, easier it should theoretically be for you. So obviously do it in the way that you are, whatever is basically available to you, do it the way you can do it. But just try to land on the whole foot and try to keep those legs as close as possible, but just even if it means that you have to support yourself on the floor at the back whilst you're doing that, that's absolutely fine. Or if you need to have maybe chair in front of your table that you can grab onto it while doing that, that's fine. But it's because it is really about the ankle mobility. So, and you're gonna have to kind of squeeze your stomach as well. Try to push the stomach, your belly button towards your spine as you're going into the squat position, because that will help you to keep those legs close. But as I said, don't worry if you need to have them apart, okay? Just let's try to keep those feet flat on the floor without lifting our heel, without going on our toes. We're just gonna do 10 reps before we move into something else. We'll see how it goes, okay? Alright, so let's just start. That's one. And stay in that squat position, flat on the toes. So in case that you actually landed differently, just try to get into this position and stay into that position for a couple of seconds. And that's two. And three. And four. And five. And six. Nearly there. And seven. 8. 9. And 10. Very good. Well done. Well done. It's a nice exercise for ankle mobility. Maybe balance a little bit. Hope you get on quite well. Right, let's go to something different now. Let's go to put a little bit pressure on our wrist again. So what we will do, we could actually do downward dog, one-legged downward dog to a bear crawl position. So preferably everything will be happening on one leg and the other leg is not going to touch the floor at all until the end. So if you go to a bear position, it is obviously a tabletop position. We tuck our toes and we just push ourselves slightly off the floor, so our knees only hovering above the floor in that position. This is a bear crawl position. Now I would like you to go to a one-legged dog. That means to bring the hips up, go to a downward dog, and then one leg goes up. In my case it's a right leg, goes up, and then I'm going to bear. However, the right leg is not going to touch the floor at all. It is going to stay and hover in the air. We hold for a couple seconds and we go back to one-legged downward dog and back to bear. Okay, so the aim is to actually not to put that right leg, if it is the moving one. It is not, the point is not to put it down on the floor at all, to keep it up in the air, so our weight is just on the one on that left leg. Okay, so if at any point if at any point you feel like you can't anymore, just obviously have a little break, put that leg down, just take a couple seconds and then return to the exercise. But try to push yourself and try to withstand the pressure and the demand on the muscles. It is so tricky for me to talk so early in the morning. I'm really sorry. Okay, so let's go to the toe exercise. Let's go to a tabletop position. That means obviously palms underneath your shoulders, and you just nicely kneel in, tuck your toes, lift your hips up. Now try to put your heels down to the floor. Obviously, only if you can. If it's not accessible, don't worry about that. Lift your right leg up in the air. Try to keep your hips square. Don't try not to open them. Try to keep your hips nice and square. And now we're going to bear position. So we bring in our leg down to the left one, just like hovering tabletop, and then back to one-legged dog, and back down. That's 2 reps. And up. And I want you to take a couple seconds in each position down and think about your body. If you have the position correctly, if your palms are still up underneath your arms, underneath your shoulders, I mean, and down. If you're protracting in that, if you're really pushing those shoulder blades, if you're looking in between your hands up. And now in this position, I want you to think about your hips, if they're not turning down. And back up. If you're pushing your chest over to your thighs, if you engage in your hands, your palms, your fingers down, just be present. Think about what you're doing. Feel your muscles. Think about your body. Think about the movements. And up. And down. And up. And down. Back up. And back down. I obviously lost count, so we're gonna do one more. Up. And down. And relax. Beautiful. Beautiful. You might feel it in that static left leg now, in your thigh maybe. So if you do, we can stretch it. We can stretch it. Put your right leg in front of you to kneeling lunge. Lean forward, bring your hips close to your right heel. And now grab that left foot and bring it close to your hips. That will stretch that left thigh beautifully. And keep leaning forward. Look forward, open chest. And breathe. Always think about your breath flow and the way you breathe. Lovely, you can release now. Now just to give our wrist a little rest before we go on to the other side, we could maybe do some side plank. Okay, let's go on our right side. So we're gonna do low side plank, obviously, otherwise our wrist is not gonna get any break. So let's go to a low plank position. Body is nice and parallel to the floor. Now I would like you to put your weight on your right hand and just turn and open so you are lying on your right side. Now in that position, try to be as straight as possible, obviously. Squeeze those glutes, engage the core, and I would like you to just try to lift that left leg up. That's all we're gonna do, a leg raise, okay? Now in case that this is gonna be too demanding, what you can do, you can actually put your right leg, your right knee down to the floor and just lift whilst your weight is supported by that right leg a little bit more. Okay, so that is an alternation of that. We're gonna do just 10 leg raises like that, and then we move on to the other side of the down dog to a bar. So I hope you had a chance to try whichever alternation suits you the best. So let's go to low plank now. Turn to the side, stay on your right side. If you need to, drop that knee down now. Now is the time. Squeeze everything, squeeze the glutes, engage the core, and let's just lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, keep those hips high. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely, we can go down. We can stretch the side a little bit. So let's go to Cobra. So lie down on your stomach, hands next to your chest, and stretch. And put that right hand in front of your body, left hand to your side, and just drop that right hip to the right side a little more. And try to turn to look over your left shoulder. Feel the stretch on your right side. Lovely, and release. Fantastic. Okay, we're gonna go on to the other side of the down dog to a bear. So exactly the same principle as before. This time we are bringing up left leg, and left leg is the one that will try to stay up in the air without touching the floor, without having any rest, without giving any rest to our right leg, okay? Because our right leg is the one that is going to feel the pressure. That is going to work obviously much harder. Okay, so make sure you've got enough room behind you. Let's go to a tabletop position. Palms underneath shoulders, tuck toes, bring your hips up to a downward dog. But in this position, try to think about your chest all the time is trying to push through your hands towards your thighs, and you just lift the leg up, left leg up, without moving the hips, without turning the hips. Try to keep the heel on the floor, and let's go to a bear position where we're trying to protract the shoulders and stay with our palms underneath our shoulders, looking in between our hands, and then back up to downward dog. Again, chest is going closer, trying to go closer to your thighs, hips are square, and we're going back to downward dog, back to bear, without dropping the left leg on the floor, and up again. Think about that body, think about those positions. That's why we freezing in them, that's why we pausing in them, so you can readjust, you can do them properly. And back up. And down to bear. That's 4. Up. And down to bear. 5. And back up. Down to bear. That's 6. Back up, heel down, hips square, chest closer, pushing through hands, and back down. Fingers actively engaged. And back up. And down. That's 8, 2 more guys. Pick up and down. One more up and back down. And relax. Fantastic. Now let's just stretch the right side, okay? So our left leg goes in front to a kneeling lunge. Our hips moves forward close to our left heel. We grab that right foot. If you need to lean back, I'm getting cramps, so I always need to lean back for it. And just bring that right foot close to your glutes. Open chest. Beautiful. And now we're gonna go to our side plank leg lift again. This time we're gonna stay on the left side, okay? So again, the same what we did before. If you need to drop the knee down, please do so. But otherwise, you are doing 10 reps. So let's go to forearm plank, usual plank. Turn to be on our left side. Squeeze the glutes. Stomach engaged actively, and let's lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hips nice and high. 9 and 10. Fantastic. And stretch the left side. So let's go to Cobra position. Feel those hips, just make them drop, make them heavy, so they really weigh back down. And you feel the stretch in your spine as well. Now your left hand goes in front of your body, right hand goes next to you, and you drop in those hips more to the left side and trying to look over your right shoulder. So you feel the stretch on your left. Lovely. Fantastic. Now this leg raise, we could try as well but join together with a squat. So what we can do is simply squat, regular squat, and as we raise up, we lift the leg up to the side as well, okay? If you need anything for balance, just grab a chair or just any furniture you've got available. You can hold onto a wall as well, it doesn't really matter. It's just for balance, so you don't have to think about it. But I would like you to take it nice and slow, the leg raise, and I would like you to focus on how high you can actually raise the leg. Now, the aim is, whilst you're raising it, to not to lean to the side, okay? You will naturally have to move slightly your upper body, but try to resist leaning too much. Try to think about it, and this is really only about raising the leg up, okay? Flex the toes or point the toes, it's up to you really, whatever you find comfortable. But don't move that upper body to the side too much. Keep that knee nice and extended, because less extended you will feel less glute will be engaged, okay? So keep that knee really extended. As I said, it's up to you whether you want to have pointed toe or flex toes. It really doesn't matter that much. And under control, back down. I don't want you to just drop down the leg, okay? Nice and under control, everything down. And then as we put it back down, we're going to the squat again. We're gonna do one side at a time. We will not alternate. We're gonna do one side at a time. We'll see how it goes, okay? So 10 reps, obviously, as per usual. We're not doing wide stand squat, so just have your feet, your shoulder width apart. And as you go down to the squat, don't forget to keep your chest nice and open and try to keep your back as straight as possible. If that helps you for the squat, you can keep your hands locked behind your head whilst actually squeezing shoulder blades together. That will keep your chest definitely nice and open. It will be more difficult to squat deeper, but you can squat just to where it actually allows you, okay? So if you have to stop here, you stop here. If you can go lower, you go lower. But learn to do that squat with that open chest without rounding shoulders too much. And also try to keep your feet flat on the floor. Try not to go into lifting your toes, which theoretically should be approachable. Should be achievable, not approachable. I just can't talk that early in the morning. Okay, let's just do so now. Ready? Let's go. So we're going down to squat, up, and let's lift that leg up to the side. And slowly under control back down, and straight to the squat. That was 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Engage your abs as well. Engage your stomach. Squeeze it. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Very good, guys. Well done. Shake those legs off. Shake it nicely off. We can maybe stretch a little bit those hips. So what we can do, it's actually stretching really nicely. If we go to a tabletop position, and I would like you now to bring your left leg up. Just do it with me, as I'm doing. Now cross it with your right leg, put it down, and just try to sit on it. To feel the stretch. In your glutes. You should really feel it here. Just go as far as it allows you. You can wiggle in a little bit as well, just to find where it actually is tight. What is it that it's pulling? Where you can feel it the most. Lovely. And go back and unroll. Beautiful. Now are we ready to go straight onto the other side, or shall we do something in between? Just to give a little rest. Let's do something in between. Let's do something in between. What we can try is tabletop position, 4 legs, and we're just going to extend them. I would like you to extend both at the same time. However, if that's too demanding, you can just alternate. Okay, so you can do just one at a time. Now, I would like also, what I need from you is to keep your legs in 90 degrees. If you need to, please feel free to support your lower back so you don't arch with your hands underneath your glutes. Okay, so you will find it a little easier. Whether you're doing one at a time or whether you do both, you will find it just a little easier, just to make sure that you don't end up arching your lower back. You can either have your shoulders off the floor as I'm having, or you can put it down on the floor. It doesn't matter, it's entirely up to you, whatever you feel comfortable to do and whatever is accessible to do. But important thing is really to make sure that you extend those knees, that you're not keeping them bended. You really extend them, pointed toes at the end, and then engage the glutes, engage the abs as you bring in the legs back to the 90 degree to table position. Okay, we're gonna stay there for a second in that hover and then back. We're just gonna do, I think 10 reps is enough. Okay, if you do alternating, try to do 10 on each leg, so 20 altogether, if that makes sense. So 2 is 1 basically. Okay, ready? Get into your own position. No pressure, guys. Do it your own way. Do what works for you the best. And let's go. Extend and back. That's 1. Extend and back. 2. Extend. Back. 3. Extend. Back. 4. Extend. 5. Extend. 6. Extend. 7. Extend. 8. Extend. 9. Extend. 10. Very good. And again we can stretch, why not? It's never enough stretching. Let's go into that cobra again. Push off the floor and just drop the hips down, make them heavy. You can wiggle in there if you wish as well. If that makes you feel good, just do it. It's your body, listen to it. Fantastic. And we can do the same squat to leg raise, this time on the other side. So before my right leg was raising up, this time it's going to be my left leg, okay? So same principle, open chest and nice and straight spine. When we're going down to the squat, as you're raising up, we raise our leg to the side. We're thinking about what we're doing, not leaning to the side with our upper body. We're trying to keep the upper body nice and straight as well. Only the leg is raising up. It's raising only to the height that is accessible to us. There's no pressure, but we are definitely lowering back under control. We're not just dropping the leg down, and we go straight back down to squat. Okay, we've done 10 reps, and because you've done it already, let's just do so. That's 1. 2, extend the knee. 3, engage the core. It helps with balance. 4, but you can obviously use something to hold on to. 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Shake the legs off. Now let's stretch it again. Let's go to the tabletop position. Now this time we are lifting our right leg, we crossing it with our left, put it down, and just let's try to sit. Bring our hips back just to sit and feel the stretch on the side. Adjust the legs as you need to feel the stretch properly, and quite equally on both sides really. You don't have to go all the way back down to the seating. Just feel the stretch. Don't go to any pain or anything. Beautiful. Fantastic. Now I feel like we can try with the leg raise. We can try a little bit more challenging thing. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully it will work. So as we sit in, we can put our right leg to the side, bring the hips up so we kneeling just on our left leg. And now what we can try to do is we're gonna in this position try to raise the leg up. You can again hold on to something, or you can just hold the arms in the air, hold the left arm in the air for balance, or just have it as you wish and as it's comfortable, and whatever helps you to actually hold the balance. But again, we try not to lean too much, and please don't worry in this case how much the leg goes up. I mean, it's probably gonna be easier when you balance, when you hold on, when you go some support for balance, it's obviously going to be easier. But just try to keep that upper body without twisting and leaning to any side. Just try to keep it straight. It's really about the leg raise. So don't feel pressure like you have to bring your gut, you know, too high, but therefore you will have to twist your upper body. Don't feel pressured like that, okay? Just lift it to the height that it's actually approachable to you, accessible to you. I'm not sure what is with me today and the word approach. What is accessible to you, and just try not to wiggle. Try to really engage the core, squeeze the glutes as well, point the toes, extend the knee, and let's just see how it goes. Let's just have fun whilst we work out, okay? So are you ready, guys? Get your balance. I mean, I am leaning left as well, I can feel it, but I have to for the balance. I can't be completely straight, otherwise I wouldn't be able to lift that leg up. Thinking whether I should hold on to something as well, just to make it really straight. Maybe it's a good idea. So maybe I will bring myself a chair as well. Just try not, just for me to try not to lean, but really stay in line with that lower leg. Let's see how it goes. I just came up with this, so I don't know, really. I mean, the leaning probably will have to be there anyway, a little bit. Okay, let's just do it, yeah? No more talking. So, point the toes, extend the knee. Try to keep that upper body straight, no twisting, and let's lift. And obviously, lower under control. So that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. I'm leaning regardless the chair, really. That's 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Well done. I don't need a chair leaning regardless. So I suppose a little lean is absolutely fine. Alright, so shall we stretch a little bit? Or is that okay for you guys? I'm trying to think where did you feel the most? Like, you know what, let's just stay in the tabletop position and let's just wiggle our spine a little bit from side to side. Protract the shoulders. And I would like you to bring your right knee in between your hands. Move your hips back. That will make your left leg go further away. And let's just do the pigeon stretch. Try to sit on the floor if that's possible. If not, don't worry, just hover above. But try to relax, okay? Relax the muscles. You can lean or really lie down on the floor of your front leg. Just to feel the stretch. And then slowly back up. Fantastic. Beautiful. Shall we try the same on the other side then? Let's do so. So stay on your knees. This time left leg goes to the side. Point the toes, extend the knee fully. Now engage the core, engage your stomach, engage your glutes. Try not to lean too much to the side, obviously. Lower under control, don't just drop that leg down, and just lift as high as it's possible, as it's actually accessible to you. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good, guys. So again, let's go to a tabletop position. Protract the shoulders. And just wiggle in and lean from side to side. And now this time, your left knee goes in between your hands. And you sitting down, pushing the hips back. Therefore your right legs go further away. And just try to relax. Try to put the hips down on the floor if you can. Don't worry if you cannot. You just stay up with your hips. That's absolutely fine. Just feel the stretch. You can either stay in that position where you are, which is absolutely fine. Or if you want to feel it a little more, you can lean over that front leg and relax. Try to relax all the muscles. slowly back up. To open chest. Beautiful. Fantastic. Now, we could do a little bit working on our core again. So I feel like what we could do is actually just a hollow hold. Yes, let's do so. So we're gonna basically lie down on the floor, fully stretched. Our hands are tucked right next to our ears, fully extended legs, pointy toes, and from this position, from the lying position, I want you to squeeze your stomach, engage your core to go to a hollow hold. Okay, and then we're gonna slowly, under control, go back down. We're not gonna drop our legs and hands back down to the floor. We're gonna do it under control. We're gonna hold on for a couple seconds. I'm just trying to quickly think how many seconds we can possibly hold. Let's try to hold 10 seconds and then we will go back down, okay? Let's try to count in our head. I will try to count in my head, so it will be roughly about 10. And then we go down to take a little rest before we go back up, and we're gonna do it obviously 10 times. Ready, guys? Okay. So everything nice and tight, everything is engaged, your full body, all the muscles are engaged, your arms are really tight next to your ears. It's so literally like kind of squeezing it together. Extended knees, pointed toes, and let's go up and hold. And go back down, slowly under control, and back up. And back down, under control down, and back up. And slowly down, and back up, and hold. And slowly down, and back up to hold. And down. That's 5. We are halfway through, guys, okay? And back up. And down. That's 6. Back up and hold. And down. That's 7. And back up and hold. And down, slowly down under control. Relax for a bit and back up to hold. And slowly down and back up to hold. And down slowly. And one more, guys, last one, up to hold. And slowly down. Beautiful. Stay lying down, just bring your knees and your thighs close to your chest. Just push it closer, wrap yourself. You can bring your head up, your chin up, close to your knees. You can roll into the position from side to side and rock. And let's go to Cobra again to stretch those ups. And also let's work on our spine whilst doing that. So lie down on the floor, hands next to chest, heavy hips, push the floor away. And let's go to a tabletop. And we can do maybe a few cat and cows. So push the floor away, protract the shoulders. Belly button is going towards your spine. And then drop the belly down. Tailbone goes up. Your eyes gazing up as well to the ceiling. And then again, you rounding your shoulders, pushing the floor away, squeezing the belly button towards your spine. And your stomach, your belly is dropping down again. Tailbone goes up, your gaze goes up. Fantastic. Now I would like to try to challenge you as we started with the rolling to squat. I would like to challenge you, and we can try to roll just to one leg when the other one is going to be extended in front of us. It might be a little demanding, but let's give it a go, let's try. So I will show you first what I mean. So as we rolled before, obviously, this time we're gonna roll just onto one leg. We can alternate that. Now the leg, I would like you to the extended one. I really want you to think about the knee. I would like you to really have it extended, like fully extended knee. Okay? You can point the toes as well, if that would be easier. It's up to you, just try to think about it like. Obviously, if you can't do it, and you cannot basically lift the leg off the floor, you can roll, but the leg stays on the floor, that's fine. That's fine, don't pressure yourself, okay? You do what you can do right now. What I would like you, however, to try to do is to keep the foot of the leg that you're actually staying on flat on the floor, okay? Try not to go on your toes. But let's just try to put the demand on that one ankle only. Because we're gonna alternate, we're gonna be doing it from one leg to another leg. We will do 20 reps altogether. Okay? Ready? Don't worry if you can't quite do it. Just try your best, okay? And have fun. It might be funny. Don't worry if you fall, don't worry if you don't make that roll. Just don't worry. It's all good. We're just trying. Alright? Let's go. Next one. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. Nearly there, guys. 17. 18. 19. And just the last one. And 20. Very good. Ooh! Well done. Very good indeed. Right. I think we got time to end the session, as I do like to end it with a boat, because it really is perfect for the core. It is really great for the body control. So, just in case that you are here for the first time with me, I will quickly go through it again. So we're gonna go into a boat position, therefore you sit on the floor, you bring the knees close to your chest to lift the feet off the floor. Then you extend your legs up, you extend the knees to bring your legs up. Your hands goes right next to your knees into a boat position parallel to the floor. Now from here we're gonna lower on 10, we're gonna hold on 10, and we're gonna go back up for 10, and that's it. Okay, try to embrace any shaking, don't worry about it, just try to control it. Okay, if at any point you need to take a rest, obviously do so, but try to do it in the time of that hold or in between. Okay, so try really the lowering motion and the motion when you're going up, the raising up. Try to embrace all those shakes and the pain and the burning sensation, and just try to push through that. Alright, it's only count to 10. It can feel very long, I appreciate that completely, but we can do it, guys. We can do it together. Let's go. And after that's it, we're just gonna stretch, and that's it. So let's go to boat position. Try to have your chest open as well, as much as you can, so not round your shoulders, but open chest. And let's lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and we hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we're going back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done! You've done it, guys. Very good. Very good. Okay, I would like you to do one final stretch. So sit on your knees. Kneel, basically kneel. Now bring your hands in front of you and try to kind of try to keep your knees underneath your hips. But bring your hands far away from those knees, as far as you can, and push through your fingers. Push the chest, try to push the chest close to the floor. Now stay in this, keep the feeling in your shoulders, and slowly walk your hands closer, which will allow you to bring your hips closer to your heels. But keep the sensation, keep the feeling in your arms and in your shoulders. Keep it nice and stretched. And slowly, slowly go back. Everything is stretched, your arms are stretched, you feel it on your side, in your shoulders, until you go to the seated position. Still keep it, even if you sit on your heels, still keep those hands in front of you stretched. And from here, I want you to go straight to a tabletop, protracting shoulders over your hands, and bring the hips down to cobra. Drop them heavy. And stretch. And stay as you are. Just start to bring the hips back up to a tabletop position. Start around your shoulders, protract, and push the floor away to go back to seating on your heels. But keep the hands where they are so you feel the stretch in your hands and your shoulders again. And release. Beautiful. Obviously, as I always say, feel free obviously to stretch as much as you need. Just listen to your body. Stretch shoulders, arms, hips, legs, any part of your body that feels like it was working much harder than we afterwards pay attention to it to stretch it. So just do it now. Catch up on any of that heavy and tight feeling, just to make sure that you feel really good after the exercise, that you're not aching anywhere and you will not be aching anywhere later. That's why the stretches are so important, okay? Because as I already explained in the past, the muscle as it's contracting, every contraction makes the muscle shorter, and now obviously the muscle is kind of in a shock, so it stays in this shortened position. You want to make it nice, and you want to lengthen, you want the muscle to stay in that long position. So that's why you stretch, that's why you keep in that stretch, so the muscle after that hard work, when it contracted and shrunk, so you stretch the muscle, so not only that it stays strong, but it also stays long, and it allows you for better range of motion, and definitely helps with mobility and flexibility, okay? So for example, in your chest, if you're doing chest press or if you're doing push-ups or anything like that, your chest muscles are contracting, they're getting squashed in order to work. They're working hard. If you don't stretch them, they will stay in that scrunched position, and that's why you're rounding your shoulders. So you have to stretch those backs, you have to stretch the chest muscles, so your shoulders are not rounding, you've got nice and open chest all the time, okay? So please do not underestimate the power of stretches, and always works on it, not just for your flexibility, but to keep your posture the way it should be, and to keep you healthy, because once your posture is somehow defected, then it affects your whole body and it can cause you other problems. For example, headaches and other body aches. And then the body is trying to compensate it somewhere else, and then you deform in some other parts. So just bear that in mind. It's not just some kind of fashion to stretch. It really is important. Fairly essential part of every exercise. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me today. I wish you a fantastic day, and don't stress yourself too much in December, okay? It should be joyful time. It's not supposed to be stressful time. Don't try to make things perfect, because perfect doesn't exist, okay? It's just happy and healthy. That should be your perfect, that should be your aim. It doesn't matter how many presents are under the tree, it doesn't matter how tidy the flat is, it doesn't matter, these things don't matter. how much you love and how much you love. That's all that matters. Have a blessed day, guys.